everyone, hope you're having a wonderful and purposeful day. Welcome to the 7th episode in the series on the life of John Newton. In the previous episode, Newton had quit his job as a slave ship captain after his sudden health scare in Liverpool. Remember, he had been sailing since the age of 10, and that's all he really knew to do. After a 10-month period of unemployment, with Mr. Manistey's help, Newton was able to land a job as surveyor of the tides in Liverpool. Newton collected import taxes and inspected ships that came into port. He was paid a handsome salary that he was grateful for. At this time, Polly was still recovering after her own battle against a life-threatening illness. She eventually joined Newton in Liverpool after recovering fully. They were now set for life. Newton had achieved his goals. He wanted to be with Polly and he needed a job to support their financial needs. Well, Newton was grateful but not really satisfied. He had learned from his experiences in Africa that wealth and power do not bring fulfillment. You see, there was a growing spiritual hunger in Newton, a desire to serve God. After he quit sailing, he had spent his time studying scripture and learning from fellow believers. He was mentored by some of the leading Christian figures of 18th century England, such as George Whitefield and John Wesley, the famous Methodists. Newton was impressed by their evangelistic zeal. He had been considering becoming a minister since his last days in the seafaring business. However, Newton had no desire to join the dissenters and others that broke away from the Church of England. His desire was to revitalize the Church of England. With this goal in mind, he began his preparations to pursue ordination in the Church of England. The path to ordination would be long and difficult. God tested Newton's patience and led Newton miraculously. Newton dove deep into his study of Greek and Hebrew to prepare for the ordination exam. He also had to get 3 character testimonials. Once he had acquired the testimonials, he excitedly approached the Bishop of Chester to discuss his ordination. Disappointment came swiftly. The bishop denied Newton's request, citing Canon 34 that stated that all applicants must hold a degree from either Oxford or Cambridge. This rule was hardly followed in the Church of England, and most clergymen did not meet this requirement. The real reason for the rejection was Newton's friendship with Methodists. The established church despised the Methodists and looked down on people that associated with them. Hence, it is no surprise that the bishop denied Newton's request. Not giving up easily, Newton made 2 more attempts the following year. Both were sadly unsuccessful. Newton was dejected. This was not how it was supposed to go. In addition, Polly's family was displeased with Newton's decision to give up a comfortable job and take a major pay cut to become a minister. Polly, however, was his constant source of support through it all. As always, God was still working in the background, putting things in place to accomplish his purpose. He would use 2 particular characters to do this: Thomas Hawes and Lord Dartmouth. Newton had met Hawes in London. On hearing Newton's testimony, Hawes convinced Newton to document his life events in a series of letters with the intent to publish them. Hawes shared a rough draft of Newton's testimony with a few trusted friends, including Lord Dartmouth. Lord Dartmouth was a wealthy landowner and the patron of several churches. As a patron, he could appoint clergy of his choice to these churches. He was a God-fearing man that was supportive of evangelistic work. It so happened that there was a vacancy at a church under his patronage. On Hawes' suggestion, he offered this post to Newton. Dartmouth, who had read Newton's testimony, was aware of Newton's prior encounters with the Bishop of Chester. He made it his personal mission to see Newton ordained. Thus, under Dartmouth's supervision, the church accepted Newton's ordination against their wishes. Newton recorded this event with much joy, giving thanks to God. Finally, in the year 1764, 6 years after his first attempt, Newton's ordination was complete. He was assigned to the church in the town of Oney, where he would meet the influential poet William Cowper. they would collaborate to write many famous hymns. If you remember, this is exactly what Newton's mother had prayed and wished for while he was a child, that he should serve God. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, subscribe and share this video with your friends and family. Take care, God bless you all, and I'll see you next time.